Okay, you guys. I really only need to make this video one time. One of the reasons that we picked Lakeside was by luck. We got lucky. I explained that in the last video. Okay? I believe in karma and I believe in astrology. The timing happens to be absolutely perfect for what you're going to see. I'm a Mercedes-Benz advanced diagnostic technician, top in the country for 9 years until
use
I
the right
retired.
2 lanes to take exit 2 toward California 52 West.
When I retired from Mercedes-Benz, I decided to farm. I farmed 1,400 acres of organic lemons and a 44,000 square foot packing house in Temecula, California.
2 lanes to take exit 2.
That is now Airstream on Jefferson by Rancho, California. I sold to
10 miles.
I sold to Sunkist and retired. Again. I picked this up 2.5 years ago as a roadside service, retirement, feed my family, have fun, meet some people, and do some nice things. I decided to come out of retirement. Okay? Since we have a moment here, this video's takeaway is I want you to see from Lakeside these open highways. We're building top-end, high-performance Mercedes-Benz Coachworks cars. The definition of a coachwork is as follows. My last shop in Fremont, California was the predecessor to the first shop that I opened up when I was 18 years old. I explained a little bit in the earlier video, but it was a 1,400 square foot shop, white tile, epoxied floors, stainless steel workbench, snap-on toolbox, European oak desk in the office with a waiting room, top-notch Porsche mini tuner shop. And I built Porsche, Volkswagen engines and serviced Mercedes, 1988. Then a gentleman named Chuck Flores came around the corner from the shop and says, "I'd like to hire you." I said, "Okay, but I have a shop." He goes, "I want you to work for me during the day and I want you to keep your shop at night, and for all the European automobiles that come through my shop." I said, "All right." He paid me $350 a week salary and $350 a week snap-on tool allowance. I bought my first snap-on toolbox. I was ready to roll it in the shop, and he goes, "That toolbox is not for here. That toolbox is for your shop. And all the tools that you buy every week go to your shop." This is my first rollaway snap-on toolbox. Okay? That toolbox followed me all the way to Mercedes-Benz, that you're gonna know in a moment. Then I go to his shop and I'm an apprentice, American car, Cadillac and fleet shop. White tile floors, 6 bays, done right. The catch was he built nitromethane top fuel blown injected dragster engines for the race car drivers and all the up and coming famous drivers in the area in Fremont, because we had Baylands Raceway, the drag strip, and oval track, and dirt bike track. Okay? I used to race dirt bikes there before Supercross. My brother and I, Jason Bordelon. He was always faster than me, but I always tuned the bikes. So out of that segue, I became an apprentice and then a journeyman building nitromethane top fuel motors. Now, all you guys out there, the writing is on the wall. Everybody's got their poison, whether it be this, that, or the other thing. From chocolate to candy, if you know what I mean. Nitromethane, when I smell that, it's an aphrodisiac. So, the story goes, him and his buddies would always take a 2-hour lunch minimum while I serviced the shop. Look at this open road that we're going to open up these monsters that I'm going to build on. Okay? So he goes to lunch with Terry Ness, the owner of Baylands Drag Strip Raceway. And I said, okay, that's cool. One day, Terry Ness drives in his 1972 baby blue 914-6. So it ran like a washing machine out of balance, spitfiring and puttering as he parked it next to the shop in spot number 1 every day. So I finally said, okay, once he went to lunch, I already prepped everything with all the gaskets and everything. I rebuilt the carburetors, 6-pack, put new plugs, adjusted the valves and timing, set the points, and took it out on the highway and literally blew it out, okay? As fast as I could make that thing go, I did. I parked it hot and wet. I put it to bed. And Terry Ness drove the car home. The next day, Chuck Flores and Terry Ness cornered me in the shop. And I thought I was fired because they were stern. And they said, "What did you do to my Porsche?" And I said, thinking to myself,
use the right lane to take exit 7 for I-15 North.
God, I hope this is not a comeback. I said, I tuned it properly, sir. How do you like it? He goes, nobody has ever tuned my Porsche this nice. I had no idea these things ran like this. And I said, cool. So I'm not fired? No. You're not fired. We need you here. Well, it wasn't very long. Terry Ness introduced me to Porsche 911 Engineering, a factory-sponsored race shop in South Bay Area, San Francisco. I built engines in a clean room, white tiled floors, 24 by 12, stereo toolbox flow bench, and head working tools and all the shit to blueprint a motor. Then we ran it on the dynos when I was done.
Use the right lane to take exit 7 for I-15 north.
They were fed up with the 2.7 liter Porsche 911 stock piston. By this time, my side shop was 5,000.
To take exit 7, then keep right at the fork.
My side shop was 5,000 square feet. I'm gonna just explain
the fork.
3 cars. Number 1, candy apple burgundy Porsche wide body 930 Targa, full blown factory Moby Dick slant nose race car kit with a Moby Dick tail, white interior, worked 2.7 liter motor from me. That car went to the general manager of MC Hammer. Next car, Guards Red 930 Turbo, white top, white interior, chromed out engine, red piping on the seats, MC Hammer's personal ride. Next car, 1967 Porsche 911S, full-blown frame restoration, metallic mint green. Looked like money with gold BBS's and a worked engine from me. At work, I designed, owned the CNC card for the first Porsche 911 piston developed aftermarket, other than the factory race pistons from JE Pistons. I'm gonna put the link in the description. My royalties paid for my first house in Belmont, California, and shortly after that, I started my career as a Mercedes-Benz apprentice. I was hook, line, and sinker, pulled into a shop, Mercedes-Benz of Clay Street, San Francisco. There hadn't been an opening for 15 years. My first day on the job was changing camshafts in a 560 SL, and I did it over faster than book time. Went through QC. They checked the 5-inch-pound torque on my valve covers and the tire pressure. They wanted to make sure I went bumper to bumper, and I did before I turned out the car. After that, 4 years of apprenticeship under a man named Garland Stiding. If I was late for work 1 minute, I had to go home 45 minutes. And don't worry, it wasn't so bad, because I drove a 930 black on black wide body turbo with a worked 2.7 liter in it that I could eat up anything on the street. That thing would thunder. You could hear it miles away. So the JE piston is the most coveted street and race piston on the market today. This is becoming an incredible journey over the last year and a half, and especially in the last 2 weeks since I came out of retirement and decided to do this full blown. You've met the Burgundy Lady. You're going to meet Lola Black Series, a tribute to Mercedes-Benz and AMG. That car is getting worked as a track car. You're gonna follow the story, because I was a Coachworks. I built track cars. I raced 125 gearbox laydown go-karts, 145 miles an hour, and I was undefeated for 7 of the 9 years that I raced in what's called the Western States Grand Prix and every single club championship until I retired from that extremely dangerous sport. Now I'm coming back full Monte. I've got the approval from my partner Kevin Burham to build this into a wicked #1 first class track car, Lola Black. This car is going to be so wicked, it's going to be unbelievable, okay? And I don't care how long it takes to build the car. Truth be told, we picking up the car tomorrow for $825 plus towing of $200 back to the shop. The car is going to be for sale when we're done with it, but it's got to go be tested on the track before it sells. So that is the mission statement of our Coachworks and our new branding of a tribute to Mercedes-Benz and AMG, our new performance logo. Thanks to Kyle Henry, who I'm fixing his 2001 C320. We're doing what's called an in-house. It means you can take the engine down to the short block in-house of the engine. I mean in-house of the engine bay. This is about as major as you can get in-house. A lot of customers need this service on their older Mercedes. It puts them back to spec and gets them another couple 100,000 miles. So as you can see, at nighttime, we got a pretty nice open stretch of highway on the way home before we get into traffic. We can do some, well, test runs. And we'll check those out later. This is David Puchta, officially announcement, coming out of retirement as a Class A #1 Coachworks. So normally I would stop for that roadside no matter what car it is. But right now, I'm just a little bit too tired. And it looked like he just had a flat tire. He'll figure it out, if you know what I mean. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. And thanks for watching. Subscribe and stay tuned to this journey, because there's a big PS here. Mercedes-Benz says that a service center has to be 15 miles from the closest dealership. We're gonna go from a Mercedes-Benz roadside to a recognized Mercedes-Benz service center. It don't matter what the shop looks like. It matters how you take care of the customers. Don't worry, ladies and gentlemen, I'll take care of the shop. I'm gonna do a little house cleaning, and you're gonna see what we can do with limited space. Once again, we are super proud to be in Lakeside. Signing off. Have a good night. Talk to you soon.